All right, so Michael's hooked up. I think this is like a little Chinook. What do you think, bud?
It's so big.
We caught a huge fish.
Look at that monster.
Woohoo!
Let me kill this thing.
Okay, time for
Haul these
food.
home and check our book because you don't want to eat the wrong mushrooms. But there's a fake chantrelle and there's a real chantrelle. You can tell by the beak. If it's a buck, it'll actually have like a beak. And see how this is real even? She kind of has like a little scar there. But I'll show you the eggs when we open her up. All right, Ben here with the Outdoor Boys today. You guys, we had a bunch of rain. Come on down, bud. I'm waiting for you. Michael wasn't going to go fishing with me, and he changed his mind, and he caught me right before I went over the canyon. It's probably a quarter-mile hike down this, straight down, and we'll slip in the water. I didn't bring my cameras because I wasn't going to video this until Michael came. So then I'm like, oh, I wanted to video this tomorrow, but he wanted to come today. All right, here we go. All right, that was super sketch. I dove into the water. I saved the kayak. It went down that thing like a missile. I'll see. Look at it. I literally dove into the creek to save our kayak. All right, so Michael's hooked up. I think this is like a little Chinook. What do you think, bud?
Awesome.
Sorry we didn't get this on camera. I was gonna bring my Insta360, but we got a fish. All right, so everything's spawned out. Fish are racing up the river. Pretty sweet. What do you think, Michael?
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I mean, not many people get to see this unless you live in Alaska. All right.
It's so big.
We caught a huge fish.
He is so big. I got a beach right over here. Okay, come on down. See him?
Yep.
He's going in the hole.
Trying to get away.
I don't know where he's going. Oh, he wants to go downstream. No, you're not. Follow me, bud. I just got him barely hooked.
Really?
Yeah. He's a big one.
Can
Looking bright.
Daddy, is there another fish there?
Yeah.
For sure.
Just barely hooked. I got him. Look at that. Look at that monster.
Woohoo!
Look at the size of that thing.
Huge! Daddy, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, there's Michael. So you guys, we've been coming down this old two-person kayak. What do you think, bud, so far?
Good.
It's good. Michael was pretty awesome. He caught one right out the get-go. I caught one. When we're coming down these rivers, you guys, it's really low and clear, so it's not really ideal for fishing. Yeah, but you can see how big these fish are, and they're just everywhere. And how many fish did we see going down the river?
I don't know. 12?
12? At least. At least, spawning out. And this is a really nice ocean bright fish. You can see the sea lices on it right there. That's fresh out of the ocean. That's a really good eater. And we have one more spot, and then we're gonna meet Mom and Wyatt, and then go to our hotel. Yeah. Perfect. So I ended up swamping this thing. We're pulling everything out of the boat. We got our one really nice Chinook. You know, that's probably close to 20 pounds. And I'm gonna dump all this crap out. There. And we won't get that pink dye.
And losing things.
Yeah. I guess we'll get that one. Is that cool looking?
Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so Michael's been busy. I've been trying to fish this one hole. He's building a rock slide coming out. And the water's just too low and too clear. We're super fortunate we caught that fish. Normally, you guys, you see somebody here caught a bunch of fish and they At least there's 3 heads there, 4 heads. But you shouldn't see this. This should be a mint green. So we're just now kind of screwing around. But we're gonna spend 2 nights down at the beach. Tomorrow we're not gonna fish, we're just gonna play. Right, bud?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I wanna talk about this too. This is before YouTube and all that. You see that? Maxon? We bought that 12 years ago. I have taken this thing down over canyons, drug it over rocks. I've had 8 fish in that thing, 3 people. Had the front ends, Tanya and I got swamped, sunk it, and it popped up downstream. That kayak is amazing. Doesn't do super good in rough water, you know, especially in a swirl, you know, where it swirls around like that because it wants to bury the back end. As long as you keep rowing, that thing will go downriver, and it's pretty awesome. So big shout out to that maker right there. Whoever you are, we've enjoyed that for 12 years. Yeah, dang it, I just missed Wyatt peeing off that stump, and he thought it was so funny. So you guys, fishing is, you know, too low, too clear. We're super fortunate we got that beautiful Chinook. We're up here. Went down to local town. We love Mexican food. It's like the best. And this.
And my taco is probably my best.
Yeah, it's just, look at our view, you guys. So we're up in the middle of the coast range. The ocean's just right on the other side of that mountain. We're like less than a mile away from it. No one around, and we're just gonna be up here having dinner.
Close down that side, and then one house down that side.
Yeah. Yep, way up here in the mountains. All right, you guys. All right, Michael's way up there. I don't know if you guys can see him. We're gonna climb up there. He says he can see the ocean from there. So.
And the beach.
And the beach.
Oh, I saw your hand.
Oh.
Barely.
Why, it's just barely. All right, I'm going up that. We made it up to the top. There is the ocean. And you see the waves right through there with the lighthouse. That's how close we are to the ocean. Woo, that was a hard hike. We were like thinking like we're in the middle of nowhere. See, everyone's hiking with us. And look at what we find. Tree stand. And it was funny because just a second ago I was like, this is the place to hunt. So we'll check down. We'll walk down and check that place out. All right, Wyatt made it up there. What do you think?
Pretty awesome.
I would say that. You see how big it is?
What?
It's big. Hey, guess what we found, you guys? So
We found Chantrelle.
we found chanterelle mushrooms, finally. Is that awesome? Mm-hmm. I'll flip this around. There's just coming out. There's just a handful of them here, but that is definitely. Mm-hmm. See, you can see the gills, how they, not the gills, but the fins come down. Pretty cool. Bad, but we decided to go mushroom hunting. Michael and I found chanterelles down over by the river, and we're almost positive we're gonna haul these home and check our book because you don't want to eat the wrong mushrooms. But there's a fake chanterelle and there's a real chanterelle. Generally, you like to see them come down into the stem itself, and these don't. Are these, you know, and we're looking for a gold. Is that gold or orange?
Both.
So do you guys know what these are? You know, comment. Keep the comments civil. You know, because we're not a big mushroom picker. It'd be fun to learn how to do it. But if you guys know what these are, drop a comment.
Ready, Daddy?
Yeah, let's see you swing off that, bud. You forgot to let go. I thought, oh, there we go. All right, let's see how this goes. Go ahead. All right, super cool, you guys. We made it back into town. We got cell service. We asked several friends if they were chanterelles. They are, and we are headed back up here to pick up them. And generally when you find a patch of chanterelle mushrooms, there's a bunch more. So here we go. All right, Wyatt thinks he found one. Okay, let's see it, bud. So that is not a chanterelle. You can see here, I definitely know that's not. You can see the gills, how they run. That's definitely not one. All right, but good eyes. Keep looking. All right.
Oh my gosh! Look how big is that logo!
That's big. All right, we see a bunch of mushrooms over here. We're not sure what they are. We're getting closer. What do you think?
Yeah, I hope they are.
Don't fall off that, bud. Yeah, we're a long ways away from a doctor. Any mushrooms? All right, well, we're just about done looking for mushrooms. We came back, got those, and found maybe another 5, and then no mushrooms. We just came across this log, drops down in this gully. I was like, oh my gosh, I see mushrooms on the camera. All right, Michael says he found something. We're coming up and around. He says they have huge gills. Pick one, let me look at the bottom. Flip it. Yep. Bingo, we got some. Yeah, big ones. Yeah, look at that. Okay, be gentle when you break them up. Oh man, okay. I'm getting over there, I see more. We literally just hit the jackpot, you guys.
Michael found the jackpot.
Michael found it. All right, they seem to be in this
Raft.
grassy stuff. Oh, there's an old one right there. Yeah. Kind of rotten. And what's awesome about these mushrooms, you guys, if you find them, come back the next year and they'll be right here again. All right, we're just scouring.
Someone had a suggestion of packing them in those little mesh bags to spread the spores through the forest as you walk.
All right, Wyatt's leading the charge. We come out of that canyon, you guys, and we got half a bag of chanterelles.
And most of them was mine.
Oh boy. Hey Wyatt, what do you got there?
A pistol.
He got the pistol, you guys. So we're gonna have a magnificent sunset here on the Oregon coast. And we always play this game down here. We love this beach, Pacific City. And you get to walk on all these logs. And can't touch the sand. If you do, you only have 2 lives. And we'll see how far we can go. Okay, I'm about ready to lunge. Are you ready? Okay, are you watching?
Yep.
All right, Michael, action. Jump over the log, grab it. Grab it. Oh!
I even touched it, it's better.
All right, so we're trying to carve our name into this. Huh, I wonder what our last name is. We're getting close. Okay, so look at all the people out here. These people are all fishing the inlet from the ocean. And we saw an older guy coming off here just a little bit ago. And he probably had, whoa, I don't know, was it bigger than our fish? It was a buck. It was big. See all the people way down the coastline? It was a really nice fish. The guy was probably 75?
Yeah.
And he slayed it. He was happy. We shot a review of this axe, you guys. That axe is sick, right?
Yep.
All right, guys, so we made it back from our trip. It was kind of a bust, sort of, only because the water was low and clear, but we were able to pick up this beautiful Chinook. It's a hen, and I'll show you that. Oh, and a hen, you guys, you can tell by the beak. If it's a buck, it'll actually have like a beak, and see how this is real even? She kind of has like a little scar there. But I'll show you the eggs when we open her up. But the trip turned out amazing because we ended up getting chanterelle mushrooms, and we have been looking for those for years, right? Years.
And we finally found them. And
Yeah.
we found like 20 or 12.
We found a lot. All right, so let's get into this. So here's the little pooper, and you want to come right up through here with your knife.
Right where the butt is.
Yep.
Right where the tubby dummy.
Yep, come on all the way up.
To the head.
All the way up to the head. And she'll have eggs. See all the eggs? And, you know, if you guys are fishing all the time, don't waste these. You know, pull these out. This is just killer bait. Okay? And there's generally 2 of them on each side. There we go. And we ended up putting away our fishing table because we weren't even really going to fish this year. And then we decided, let's go fishing. Okay, so let's see if I can do this pretty good. Okay, Wyatt, come over here. So I always like to go around this, and there's hundreds of videos out, thousands of videos. This is the way we've done it. So up around the collar, all the way up to the top of the head. Okay?
Come around the head.
Yep, come back around. Hear the bones creaking, and then I kind of grab that. And I'm going right down that spinal cord. Okay, watch out, bud, so I don't get you right here. Right to there, okay? Look at that meat. That is awesome meat.
This is salmon meat and that's good.
And I've gone a bunch of charter times, and I'm like, what do you guys do with all that meat? And they're like, oh, that's crap, who cares? This is the best taco meat. And we just get a spoon, Look at this. Right up the spinal. And I'm always amazed that all these guides throw that away. And I get it, they're probably in a hurry and this is kind of tedious. But man, that is the best taco meat.
This is what you want.
Yeah, I should have put a mic on you. You're pretty chatty today. Yeah. All right, so there's that. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna flip this fish over. You know, some people cut all these fins off. I love that way, and I probably should have done it that way, but I was doing this video and I forgot about it. But normally you can cut these tips off, come right up, cut that fin, cut those, and it's a little bit cleaner, but I don't know. There you go. I just didn't want to have any people yelling at me.
Got my eggs too.
Not doing it right. So same thing. Hear the spine, you can hear me. Let me get that. And I always kind of flip that up. I'm going right down the spine. Oh man, Chinooks.
That looks like salmon there.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Look at those two huge fillets. And we're gonna do a cheesy salmon recipe, one of our favorite. So look at all this meat.
So yummy.
It's the best, isn't it?
That looks like
After
salmon.
I eat a bite, I can't stop eating it.
Angler West TV, you guys, he's a big guy that I used to follow fishing. And they have a cheesy salmon recipe on there from Big Dave. And he's an Alaskan guide, and he also guides down here in Tillamook. So definitely check out, you know, their recipe, because that's where I got it from. And the boys love it. I'll show you this real quick. This I could have cut off right from the get-go, but I was doing the video and I forgot. Cut that up like that. And when you come in here to get these rib bones out, see those bones right there. Just kind of go nice and light. Oops. Well, then you can just peel this right off. I mean, there's tons of videos. I don't claim to be an expert at this.
We would catch tons of fish.
Tons of fish.
Tons. Like tons.
So this will go to the chickens too, you guys. Look at all that. This is just a cheap little Kirkshaw. Generally during Christmas time, you get them on sale for $10 a knife. They're awesome. What we like to do with our scraps, you know, in the state of Oregon, you're not allowed to flay out your fish. You have to bring them home, and that way they make sure it's good. This is great nutrients. This should really go back in the river. Washington does it. All the other states do. Oregon does not. We're not going to waste this. We're going to give this to our chickens. The chickens will actually pick all the meat off, which is full of omega-3. They'll eat the bones, the eyeballs, everything. So nothing on this fish is going to go wasted. All right, guys, so how I get the skins off these is I cut in right there, just nice and easy. I hit the skin, and I leave this little bit so I can grab it, right? Here I come. I'm staying right up against the skin. And you just want to be careful you don't cut through. It's not the end of the world, but it definitely makes it a little bit trickier. And Chinooks are huge fish, as you can tell. There we go. And this is how you can tell if you've done a pretty darn good job.
But there's still skin.
Just a little bit of meat. Look at all that beautiful meat right there.
Yum.
Yeah, so that's a good way to tell. So that's a pretty good job. And I'm only doing it on the cooler. I don't have my fish table out here anymore. I put it away. So let's check it. Let's see how good I did. Look at that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty dang good. All right, the chickens, look, they're all lined up. They're waiting to eat it. Oh wait, they got scared. But yeah, they'll eat away on that, you guys, and it just is good nutrition for them. So that's what we like to do with our fish scraps. All right, guys, so this is our cheesy salmon recipe. You know, most kids don't like to eat salmon. So put butter on this side. Kind of go all the way around this. Okay, see how it's nice and buttery? And then flip this, because this will be the spot that's cooking down, and it won't stick to your tin foil. And put mayonnaise, and be generous with the mayonnaise all over your fish. Yeah. And yeah, look at that. And I try to like get everything kind of covered and then a little bit around the sides. Just, it'll cook down, right? Okay, that's good. And you guessed it, it's cheesy salmon, right? So lots of cheese. This is what I think the kids love the most. Put all that cheese on there. Mexican mixed cheese is really good on it. All right, so I got tons of cheese on there, okay? And then I'm gonna put Parmesan cheese on it. And I'm gonna just sprinkle that all over that. And this kind of gives it a nice, crunchy, yummy taste, okay? Just put a little bit there. And then I'm going to put panko breadcrumbs on it. And this even gives it even a crunchier taste. Put that all over that. Kind of mush it around, okay? And then I'm gonna go back with Parmesan, and I'm gonna go back over that, and that kind of helps holds the breadcrumbs on it. This is a very low-cal meal. All right, now we're gonna put this out on the Traeger. I'm gonna leave it open, you guys, on the Traeger at first, and get a real smoky flavor, and then I'm gonna wrap it. So now we're going out like this. All right, so we're gonna slip this right in. Just like that. And we're only set it at 200 degrees, you guys. We'll let this smoke for about 20 minutes to get a real good smoky flavor. Then I'm gonna wrap it, and then I'm gonna crank the heat up on it. And it'll take 20 minutes and it'll be done. How many eggs?
I don't know. I think like...
All right, so you can see how the cheese is just barely starting to melt. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this, kind of cover it up, and then I'm gonna cook it really hot. All right, so it's all wrapped up. Michael, go ahead and turn that up to 350. Keep going. Okay, good. And then push that button in. Nope, this one.
Okay, so we have found chanterelle mushrooms for the first time. We're hoping, I think we got them all right. Plenty of people said that they break like they're not hollow, they're solid, and they peel apart like string cheese, which that looks like string cheese to me. And I don't know, they say fruity smell. I don't know if I can tell. I don't have a very good nose. But they definitely don't smell bad. I think some of the false ones are supposed to smell bad.
You see how they all pull apart like string cheese?
White on the inside and not orange on the inside.
Or hollow.
Or hollow.
All right, guys, and what we like to do is we like to vacuum seal our fish, and generally it'll keep for, I don't know, 3 months. It tastes really good. Anything after that kind of gets a little fishy.
Just put it right on that green line.
Yep. Hey, put that right down and go ahead and close the lid, bud. You just hit vacuum. You see how it pulls all the air out.
And done, pretty much.
Yep, wait till that comes up and sealed. Yeah, don't get in a rush because you want to make sure that seal's good, because if you don't, you'll get air back in that bag and it'll get freezer burnt.
And then it ruins it.
It ruins it, yep.
There, it's done.
Okay, go ahead and flip it. There you guys go. And if you ever see air get back into these things, you guys, cut it with the scissors and redo it. Look at Mama.
And click subscribe.
All right, you guys, we're all done. Here's our cheesy salmon. The kids love it. There's, oh man, see the mushrooms? Those are the chanterelle mushrooms. So it looks like delicious. Thanks again, you guys, for joining our episode of Ben's Outdoor Boys. So hot.